Welcome, everybody, to Sticky Note 105's Dog Awards, the long-awaited special event where you sent in your dogs and I rate your dogs. Apologies for it no longer being August. I will admit I was being lazy, but it is now ready, it is finished, and I cannot wait for you all to see how well rated your dogs were. Our first dog today will be Bash, sent in by Evil Miner X. He loves playing. He doesn't do a lot of tricks, but he's a great boy. Majestic. He's very smart. He likes sleeping. Well, I'd like to give this dog a 10 out of 10. Our next dog today is Snowy and Jess, sent in by Kieran. They were both super good girls. However, Jess sadly passed away on the 29th of March in 2019. I'd like to give both of these dogs a 10 out of 10. Our next dog is Coco, sent in by Nolan. He says I have to give them a 10 or else. So, Coco gets a 10 out of 10. Our next dog is sent in by Katie. This is Buttons. He's a rescue from a shelter. From what I can see, this dog gets a 10 out of 10. Our next dog is sent in by Dan J Films. However, this dog, I believe, has adapted to live in water. And for that, it gets a 10 out of 10. Our next dog is sent in by Wacky Dude. Her name is Kabsha. Best girl and can do backflips, actually. 10 out of 10. Our next dog is sent in by Soviet Doge 69. His name is Buster. And yeah, this is what he looks like. You already know. 10 out of 10. Our next dog is sent in by James. Its name is Bean Soup. And for that name, 10 out of 10. Our next dog is sent in by Watermelon78. His name is Captain and is a good boy. Fun fact, he's 10 out of 10. Our next dog is sent in by Giselle. He's 9 months old and his name is Max. He likes to play. Don't all dogs love to play? Well, your dog gets a 10 out of 10. From Andreina, we have Ruby. And I give this dog a 10 out of 10. Our next dog is Lucy from Humberto. This dog is pretty great. You want to know what they get? 10 out of 10. From Zanster, Zanster, I'm very sorry if I get that name wrong. We have Ellie. She can shake people's hands if you tell her to. Now, this is how you know this is a quality dog. It gets a 10 out of 10. Our next dog comes from the BFF boys. His name is Louie. And guess what? He gets a 10 out of 10. Our next dog is Thelma. And this dog is seen sitting on a couch. And you know what? It's a simple life. And I can respect that. So this dog gets a 10 out of 10. This dog is Max. He likes listening to hard bass. No, I believe that's rock. I am not sure. He's very photogenic and eats Ushanka, gamer dog, as is described in the email. Thank you, Cardboard Fish. Your dog gets a 10 out of 10. Our next dog comes from Ethan. Well, he actually sent in 2 different dogs. This is Rusty and Gunner. The first dog, Rusty, gets a 10 out of 10. Gunner, however, gets a 10 out of 10. The magnificent Megalodon has bestowed upon us Oliver, and he likes popcorn. You know what? A 10 out of 10 dog. He's also wearing a pretty sick bandana. Our next dog comes from Jeepers Peepers. Her name is Lulu. She can do multiple tricks, and she wears epic shoes. She was a small child when she was young. You know what? Those are some pretty sweet kicks. 10 out of 10 dog. Thank you to all of you who sent in your dogs. I am very grateful that you took time out of your day to send in your dogs. Thank you so much for watching, and you can start asking questions for the 10,000 subscriber question and answer. The entire ECU is now officially written and ready to be animated. I am very excited for what is to come in the future. As for when the final episode will release of the ECU, I want to assume the end of next summer, but that is a very rough estimate, but that can extend all the way to the beginning of 2021, but that is unlikely. The Exilla merch is out, so if you want to pick that up, you can. So yeah, see y'all eventually.